Okay, in continuation of some of the movies I've gotten over the past week or so, I got a DVD about tigers. It was free. It just talks about tigers. I guess I don't know if you have to see. I don't know if I really want to see it, but it is what it is. And I got the Criterion collection of Traffic, and actually, this is really one of my favorite movies. And I think it's really underrated. I mean, sure, yeah, it was nominated for Oscars and everything, but I don't think it's really talked enough. And, you know, at the time it really wasn't talked enough like I really felt it should have been. Okay, this is a continuation of some of the movies I've gotten over the past week or so. First up is a DVD about tigers. It was free, so I picked it up. Then we got the Criterion collection of Traffic, which I think is, I think it's very underrated. I mean, it was obviously nominated for Oscars, but still I think it was still somewhat underrated. Then we got Hard Rain. This is an okay movie. It was filmed in my hometown, which is kind of interesting, but I mean, the widescreen's not anamorphic, so it's kind of weird to watch, but it's an alright movie. We got Ripley's Game. I really liked the talented Mr. Ripley. I've yet to see this, but you know, John Malkovich is good, and so I'm sure it's a good movie. We'll just have to see. Then we got Back to School, the extracurricular edition. I thought this movie is really good. I mean, it's not hilarious as I think of some of his other movies, but Rodney Dangerfield's really good in this, and there's some good moments. Then we got a pretty decent movie, Novocaine. It was only $2, but I felt it could have been more. It was just kind of like on the low side of things, but it was still a good watch. Mean Streets, the special edition. I've never seen this, but surely it's got to be good, so we'll just see about that. Then the 2-disc special edition of King of New York. This is another one I've not heard of, but has Christopher Walken and directed by Abel Ferrara, so I thought I'd definitely give it a shot. Then we have, and it's a 1984 Brian De Palma movie, and the main reason why I got this, I've never seen it before, but it's supposed to be an American Giallo movie. It's supposed to be really good, so I thought I'd pick that up and just see about that. Then I got some horror movies. We got the DV Max versions of Halloween 4 and Halloween 5. For being sequels, they're good. I liked Halloween 4 better. Halloween 5 had some downsides to it, some weird stuff, but I mean, it's still not a bad movie. There's some good moments in it. But as far as being sequels, they're good sequels. I got Phantasm, which is a classic horror movie. It's actually 1978, but the bulk of the movies came out in the 80s, I believe, but classic. Same thing with Hellraiser. And this is just another, classic 80s horror movie. I mean, they don't make movies like these really much. These Halloween, Phantasm, Friday the 13th groupings of movies. I guess you can consider Saw like in that same category, but I mean, Saw's just a grouping of horror movies. But so this is a very good one. Then we got Children of the Corn. This movie's pretty good. I mean, there's some good stuff in it. It's a little boring, just a little bit, but overall, it's an interesting story. And for some of the Blu-rays I got Forgetting Sarah Marshall, and I don't think this is quite as funny as some of the other movies in the same grouping as the Judd Apatow produced movies. I thought Superbad was much funnier. Still, overall, I thought it was a very good movie, though. And the second time I watched it, it was a little funnier than the first time. So I'm sure the more and more I watch it, the more funnier it'll get. So, but otherwise, I really liked it a lot. And then a movie that for some reason lots of people hate, and for the majority of the critics hate. I really liked it though. It's The Happening on Blu-ray, and you know, I think you attach a different director's name to this, and it gets better received. But just because M. Night Shyamalan directs it, I think people take a look at it and say, "Oh, we expected something more. We expected a twist. We wanted everything tied up, and the whole point of this movie is just kind of have everything just be wide open, not really answer any major questions." And me myself, I think it really even did answer itself. I mean, why everything was happening was pretty simple. But I just think people wanted more. But I thought it was perfectly, good the way it was. And we got Interview with the Vampire on Blu-ray. And I was a little timid about getting this because 1994 is not exactly the type of movie that I think would really shine on Blu-ray. But I'm doing a quick comparison to the DVD. This Blu-ray is definitely well worth getting. The artifacting is gone on the Blu-ray, and it looks really clean and nice, and it looks really nice. I mean, definitely worthwhile getting. And the other Blu-ray I got was the Casino Royale Special Edition. I did have the regular version, which I sold. So then I got this, and this is not a bad buy. I mean, there's a whole bunch of special features, whereas the regular Blu-ray DVD editions of it didn't have hardly any features at all. Plus, there's a free movie ticket offer along with it, so not really a bad upgrade. And plus, the movie's excellent, so I mean, definitely worthwhile getting. And then also got a giallo, this one, an Italian giallo, of course. With some What Have You Done to Solange? And this is a really good movie. For the most part, it ranks probably in the top 5 of all the giallos I have.